Live. Sorry, hang on one sec. Good evening, everyone. It's Dawn from Color to Calm. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm trying out my new Chen Rui alcohol markers. These are duped for the OHUHU brush tip markers. They're alcohol markers, and I want to try them out tonight on one of my coloring pages. So I'm using flowers and fairy doors, and I've decided on this page. And I have just swatched out a few colors before I hit go live. And I'm going to use this one, which is the raw umber. And did I swatch out? I think I did just one too. And always make sure you put your protector sheet in behind if you're using alcohol markers. Okay, I'm not sure how these are going to work, but here we go. Let's start on this side, actually. And I'm just going to use light strokes because I'm not sure it's actually very juicy. So do not go right to the edge with these. So I'm using, this is just a page protector that I got from the dollar store. And they're the ones that can go in your, like in a binder. And I just put a couple of pieces of paper inside of it and cut off the holes that it comes with. And it fits perfectly fine and it's reusable. So I'll show you here. This is some swatching I did on another page. So it does kind of transfer over onto your sheet, but you can spray it and wipe it off with alcohol. So it's super easy to keep clean and it's just so easy to use. Okay, I do like this brown. I'm just going around some of these little flowers here. You see how juicy it is. There's a lot of ink. So for some spots, just really net a little bit. I used to waste a lot of paper too, actually. I just got it from the dollar store, so even if it doesn't work, you haven't spent a lot of money. But it should. There's different thicknesses as well. I find it's easier to put a little piece of paper in behind, in between it. That way, when you're using the alcohol markers, you know how the page gets kind of wet? Sometimes if you're using a lighter color, you'll see the image not come through, but it kind of shows through. So I just added a couple pieces of paper and that seems to that seems to solve that problem. Okay, this will be easier now that I'm these aren't too bad. So these are the Chen Rui that I got from Shein. And so far, they're not bad. This is my first time coloring the coloring page with them. I did swatch some of them out earlier today, but I wanted to try and see how they look in the actual coloring page. So we will see. Yeah, these are the OHUHU dupes. And I've seen a lot of people trying them out and they're okay. I mean, they don't, I've heard they don't blend as well, but they're probably from the same factory, to be honest. Hi, Sarah. Yes, this is my book. Um, you can find all the links in my profile, and I've got free Amazon storefronts that includes all of my books and the supplies that I'm using, with the exception of these markers. I haven't seen if I can get a link. I don't know if they're on Amazon or if they're just on. So I'm trying them out. But this one is the Flowers and Fairy Doors book. It's drawing quite nicely on this side. You can see where it might overlap a little bit there. I'm going to try shading it with the colored pencils and see how it works. Yeah, I want to try them out to see what they were like. I'm not looking to need more markers, to be honest. These are really juicy. Okay, I think that's just kind of looking to see if there's anywhere I missed. Now I wonder if I should just kind of going over in a couple of spots to kind of blend that little part in, see if that helps. Yeah, how long will it last? That will be the real question. You're right. Okay, I'll let that one down. Let that dry before I start to look how much went through. It's quite a bit. They are very nice and juicy. Okay, let's do the door. I think I'm going to do the door orange tonight because there's a couple of really neat looking oranges in here. And I've also heard to be careful as you're opening them up for the first time because sometimes they can a little bit. Don't open them too quickly. Ooh, I think I like the dark one. Yes, Sarah, that's true. But unfortunately, I'm in Canada and I can't get refills. So that's kind of where my conundrum is. Really trying to go a little lightly here. Not sure. I'm gonna try and do it a little bit in some spots like I can with the open. So let's see. I can kind of feather it out a little bit. I think it's just going to take a little bit of practice, actually. And I probably should have written down the names of the markers that I'm using, the colors, but I didn't. It kind of took a little longer to set up than I was hoping, so just wanted to get coloring, to be honest. No, Jessica, you and I are in the same boat, and Sarah, it's true. It's so unfortunate. Um, and I've been trying to source out even vendors that are selling the refills. So if you ever hear of anybody that's finally shipping to Canada, let me know. This is like a crimson burn. That's okay. It does look like it's really wet and it's kind of not buckling, but it does look like it's kind of um, it's just really wet. So let's just see what it's like when it dries. That's kind of a neat color actually. Brown. I might try something a tiny bit darker or can't see that at all. I'm using my Amazon Basics colored pencils. That's black. That might be good. Or gray. Oh, that's a good brown. Oh, okay. So not too bad for shading. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to shade over top because, to be honest, I prefer to just put the base color down in alcohol marker and then finish the details, pardon me, the details and the highlighting and shading with a colored pencil. So it looks like this isn't going to be too bad. Maybe I should have colored the leaves first before I did the shading, but I don't like that. I'll try and kind of blend that a little bit where I overlap the marker. I think it's going to take a learning curve with, with these dupes. But that's okay. I'm going to practice. It's, and when you're using the colored pencils, you can really add in details and shadows that you can't with the colored pen, or sorry, with the marker. Okay, what color? This one. I feel like with black to kind of shadow in really, really dark sides here. I'm using the colored pencil to add in the shadows. So much more three-dimensional. Okay, let's see. Now, you guys see a difference? I can. And I'm impressed that I was able to kind of, I wanted to have some spots that were really light. So I think it looked like weathered wood, painted wood. You can also get adding the shading in. And if you've seen me color before, you know I don't overthink it. And don't worry too much about precision and all that stuff. I actually like kind of messy. Right, I'm going to cover some of that little bit of white spot, but really lightly with the colored pencil. And kind of just following the wood. That's not too bad. I like it. I think I'm going to keep the markers out that I'm using in my little, I have a little glass container here. It's actually an old flower thing. I'm just going to keep it inside here. I'm going to use the light orange. Let's see what it looks like with the light orange. Oh, that's nice. It's so subtle, you guys, but it does make a little bit of a difference. And I think I'm going to go over in the spots with the white. Just adds a little bit of a different hue. So much tool. And this is just blending those colored pencils together. It doesn't do anything on the alcohol marker alone, but it does kind of help blend in the colored pencil. Now, do I have to plate around? Let's see, what is this? Ooh, that's nice. Oh, this is one of my Stadler ones. That's perfect. Just light enough, but not too white. So I'm just kind of going opposite to where I had added some of the shadows. Make it look like wood, so wood isn't perfect. Which is why I love coloring these books, because you have so much creative freedom with them. Smudge it in. And it just softens those colors together and melts them all together. Awesome. So far, I'm not disappointed with these markers. Okay, let's next go to the hinges and the hardware. And I think I'm going to use, let's try a couple grays. This is gray. This is CG6. That's pretty good. And I think I will be doing a comparison between the colors with OHUHU and the Chen Rui. So guys, these aren't too bad. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you. Okay, so I think it was the CG6. Now, these ones are the chisel. So they have a chisel tip and they have the brush tip. I'm a big fan of the brush tip, so I'm just going to keep on using that. And hopefully, it looks pretty dark, but hopefully it will dry a little later. Oh, that's not bad. It is going to hide some of that orange that's going to stay later. You got to go really, really lightly so it doesn't bleed. Just keep that in mind whenever you're coloring an Amazon coloring as well. This is paper choice, so it depends where you get them, where you live, and, what the printer's like near you. Not necessarily where I am, because they're not bad around here. And in Ontario, so they're pretty good. I don't think that they're great for blending. Seem like a couple of spots, but if you're just putting down a base color, it's not bad. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Let's do some of the greenery and the flowers. Okay, so let's see, pale green light. Is that like pale light green? Okay, these look like 1.7 and 1.74. I don't even, I can't read that because my eyes are so bad. Ooh, that's a nice kind of muted green. And that's just a little bit brighter. So those are two good greens. So what do you think? Should I go with the lighter one? Should I go with this one? I always go for like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll go with this one and then I can add in brighter colors. That's what always happens. I wish I could read that. Mignonette, I think it's called. I can't remember which one is which. Oh, and there's a grass green. There's a couple more greens. Let's see. So I kept the mignonette out. Oops. No, that's too bright. I don't want to do one that green today. Let's stick with this one. So I'm going to start with some of the leaves. These are actually, I like how they on the color. Very smooth. see if I can make this nice and super skinny. Not too bad. This is therapeutic. I'm gonna have to decide what color to do the flowers. Over. While this is wet, I'm gonna try to see what lines of the colors together. Almost, not a total close. Thank you, Jessica. I do too. So this is the mini net, I think it's called. I can't really read it, so that I'm making up a word, maybe. But these are pretty good markers. I'm impressed. These will be fun to do like mandalas and stuff with too. I might do one next. I think I'm going to do one tomorrow. Or maybe some like old patterns. I just published a Satisfying Patterns book, and I'm so excited to get coloring on that one. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Just going to do this part. I'll bring that here. Are you, Jessica? Nothing wrong with that. To be honest, as long as you're coloring, that's all that matters. And as long as you're having fun, that's actually what really matters. This is a really pretty green. This 3 hours of relaxation tavern music that I'm playing is really just like 4 or 5 songs repeated. I'm noticing. You guys are okay? Yeah. Ooh, Well, what do we think? They're they're not bad at all. They they are very juicy. Let me show you the back. You definitely need a barrier sheet behind. And I think when it right now because it's wet, the page is kind of rippled. But I think once it's dry, it'll be fine. Jessica, it's so much fun. Hi, Mary. Hello. How are you? Should I do? Okay, I'm gonna do pink and purple flowers because purple's my favorite, and there's some really pretty pinks in here too. So I want to see. These are so nice. I am pleasantly surprised. What do we think about those two colors? I'm not upset with them. Maybe let's try one other. Purple gray. Okay. These are the ones from Shein. And I gotta tell you, I'm really liking them so far. I haven't done much blending with them, but if you're just laying down the color, they are outstanding. I'm really happy with them. And look how like the colors are so vibrant. Bet you any money that they're made in they look exactly the same. There's a side by side. The thing that's different is the OHUHU has a wavy white pen, and the Chen Rui do not. They have like this pen, and the caps seem to be pretty representative of the color. So I'm gonna do these ones were not here and here 120, and I think they were 50 bucks. So that's not bad. Oh, did you do this page as well? Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm so glad. Okay, let's. I think I'm gonna do the big flowers purple because just let you guys know that purple's my favorite. So I'm gonna go lightly so it's not gonna bleed too much. Kind of feels like a painting, with these brush tip markers. That is such a pretty color. You can see how. I gotta find a better word than juicy. Don't want to say moist, because that word just drives me crazy. But I don't want the ink to spread too much. Oh, look how nice that's drying. Okay, let's see. I might do this one pink, this one purple. Sorry, I'm trying not to cover too much of the image here. They're luscious. That's right. The paper's not glossy, no. It's like regular printer paper. It's an Amazon printed book, so they use, I think I can't remember. It's not printer paper, but it's kind of similar. I do print up some pages were on my laser jet, and it seems to be the same kind of consistency. Okay, one more purple flower, and then the rest will do that nice little pink. Just like any other book that you get on Amazon, they're all printed in the same spot, wherever you buy them from. So if I order a book from Amazon and I'm in Ontario, it doesn't matter who's as long as I mean if it's been released as a publication, they all get printed at the same place closest to you. So if you've already ordered a book or two from Amazon, then it should be pretty consistent with what you've already ordered in the past. That's what I found anyway. I've never had any of them be different quality. Oh, I love the garden gnomes too. Yeah, so the gray, it's a grayscale coloring book. So when you add the marker, you don't even need to shade and highlight, to be honest. But I do add colored pencils over top, so it does give it a little. Okay, let's do the pink. I'm so excited. Okay. Thank you so much. I think it's pretty cute, and I'm so impressed with these um, OHUHU dupes. But you can see I'm not quite going to the edge, but the ink kind of spreads its way to the lines. So that's good too. And then if it doesn't go all the way, that's fine because I do shading with the colored pencils and it really does fill it in nicely and gives it a little bit of a variance. Let's do this a little bit. Is there anything over here I can do? Let's do this. It was pretty fast, actually, Mary. It was about, I'm going to say a week or so, maybe a tiny bit more, but crazy. I mean, I've been spoiled with Amazon Prime, so getting things like the next day is incredible. But the Shein wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna let Shelly just take your time. Like do whatever makes you happy. I love the brush tips because you can kind of swirl around. You know, that's just how I enjoy coloring. But everyone's different, and don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just have fun. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna do yellow for the centers here. And then I'm going to start shading the leaves. Here, let's find green in the lips. So that's why I like swatching out my colors. We should have written it all down. It's too blue. I have to go with a gray. Oh, what's this one? This is my moss green. This would be nice. Okay, that's perfect. Shall we wait? I don't want to tell you how many I have, how many books I have. Probably 100. And now I have way too many markers because I just bought this 120 set. Yes, these color pencils are amazing. These are the Amazon Basics ones. And the leads are a lot thicker than most. I love the color colored pencils, but the Amazon are so good. Oh, Brittany, I haven't tried those yet. I gotta save up like a mortgage payment. Those colored pencils. Well, there you go. I may have to try them. Yeah, I would imagine they do blend super smoothly. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm not following a direction. Yeah, these ones were pretty good. I think they were $25. I honestly can't remember, but they were very reasonable. And they're my favorites right now. I just love how thick the lead feels. It feels like it's sturdy. Oh, that's pretty good, right? Like, they're nice. Sometimes you spend that much and they end up being garbage. So I'm happy with these ones for sure. And with these books, it's not necessary to add your shadows and highlights because it is preschool, but I enjoy it. So that's kind of how I do it. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, let's do the purple. Swatch sheet. This is gonna be, that's gonna work. Wow, that's like the first time for with each of them. Okay, so let's look at the pink. Which one did I use? I think that was this one. It's getting a little cuter. Let's try the step. No, look at the right shade. Oh, here's one. That's better. It's very close to that other one, but I'll just go lighter. So that looks kind of purple. Maybe it's a fuchsia. Or I just tried them. Alrighty, let's do the little ones first. So I'm just shading in the middles, and then when they blend it, it'll look pretty nice. And for the bigger flowers, where I'm going to shade where there's already a shadow. You guys, you don't need a lot, it's just a little bit. Now I'm going to grab a light pink. Ooh, maybe like a little bit of yellow. I like doing that too. And I'm just doing little like swirlies around to add a little bit of color. That's pretty. Their pencils blend in really nicely together. Do the purple first and then I'll blend everything. This is my favorite purple. I love purple. I'm weird. I'm people who's obsessed with purple. So almost every coloring page I've got purple somewhere. And I want this to be a little bit darker in behind here. So wherever there is like an overlap or where a shadow would exist like in nature, then I'm adding a little bit of colored pencil there. And behind here. Let's create a shadow here. gray would also be really nice. Oh. Now I'm going to start over here and just, maybe I'll do the waffle first. No, I'll do the blending and then I'll do the full path. I wonder if I should add a little white. Oh, oh no. Hang on, guys. Hang on, can I do that? There we go. Thanks, Shelly. And adding a little bit of white just makes it so pretty. Now I'm adding the white. I'm just adding white highlights, and I also have a blending tool. Sorry, is that what you were asking? I'm using a blending tool to blend the colored pixels because they're kind of streaky. And I'm not always, like, I'm a little sloppy with the colored pencils. So I take my blending stuff, it's called, it's a blending tool. And honestly, it just melts those colors together and takes out some of those harsh lines. Add to cart. It's a curse. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this white, and I think I'm gonna add some, like, ooh, some streaks here and on this door. The white color shows up nicely on this color. This looks like it's just a not. Oh, I'm so glad. Shelly, that's so sweet. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I'm just winging it, really. Oh yeah, this song is repeating. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can. I don't mind it, but I do think maybe something else nice for a little bit. Let's see this. Oh, Viking music. What is that? We're about to see. Okay. So I did say I wanted to try. That'll be good. The blending tool is Stadler. It's a blending stuff. But they're just a, like, 3 or 4 of them in a package. I'm looking at by the Amazon. Let's see if this works. These are pretty robust. Let's see if this is gonna. If I add in a couple of dots there and then. So I'm just gonna play around a little bit to see if they blend together. Not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. I know Amazon or OHUHU's been. I don't think they can keep up with the demand. Yeah, I'm crazy with her. Right. You can tell that it's still wet because it's kind of rippling, but it's drying pretty nicely for the rest of it. I should have let that dry before I did that part. That's why Mary, that was why I wanted to try these because it didn't take long to get them. I said of 120, and I believe it was, I want to say like 48 or $50. They are comparable. They obviously don't blend as nicely, but I think with a little bit of practice, you can kind of, figure out a way to make them work, if that makes sense. So we keep practicing. And then if you don't like how it's blended, you can hide it with colored pencils. Like I did here, this movie there. Back to the blender. I'm just gonna do one more last little bit here. And I think I'm gonna do a couple of highlights with my pens. And maybe let's try this. This is the one. So usually what I like to do is just on the big ones, is come in a semicircle in the bottom rounded part is just give them a little bit of a shadow at the bottom. Really pretty. adding a little bit of white, little white dots. Maybe I'll use my black to add the last details there. This is a Sharpie Creative, so this is a acrylic marker. I'm just going to add maybe some bolts. You can really have fun with adding details in. Some little details. Let me adding little dots here. And we don't even make it a big difference. We love just adding details. So you can have so much. I don't know. I think that's good. I don't know if I'm doing more. I think we have some reasonable or I wouldn't say that they are on par, but if you're just coming um, to lay down a base color, these are quite nice. The colors went down really smoothly. They are very juicy, so you are going to get a little bit of bleed over if you're not careful. So just go slow and practice with the markers first, or just take your time and get to know them a little bit. But I'm really happy with these. Like really happy. Look at the colors are so vibrant. I mean, that's pretty close. I think that they're pretty close and shade to the caps, right? Like that's pretty close. Whereas some of these are like insanely, oh, they're not even close. French vermilion, that's almost exactly the same. So impressed. I'm really impressed. I think the next one I'm going to do is one of my old patterns. That'll be tomorrow because it's bedtime soon. You guys, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys got me 2K. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is one of the pages that I printed up. Where did it go? From um, tomorrow, and it's a simple pattern book. But this is kind of what I watched the minute on today. are very valuable. I started with the purple. But I love them. I'm so excited to use them on my back album, actually. Okay, so I'm sign this page. Guys, just remember, you're going to need a protective sheet. Let me show you what I do with this. So I'm going to clean this, and I'm just taking rubbing alcohol spray that I got at the dollar store. You can probably get this anywhere. And I just spray it. This is the plastic my page protector, the plastic one, and I'm just taking a makeup wipe and just wiping it off, and then you can reuse it. Like, it's brilliant. And I'm going to draw since I got it out. The other side. So alcohol removes out the alcohol. Just remember that. Whoops. A little bit more there. You too, Mary. Thank you so much. Even if it doesn't come off 100%, by 15 minutes, not transfer onto your page. So what would happen is if you're using this underneath and you have left enough blue, and you went over with the pink, the blue would bleed through it. So just be careful. You're coloring, you're coloring a garden into the color. I was going to do it tonight, but I was, I didn't want to have to, this was kind of a little bit of a quicker project for tonight. I'm so tired. Oh, that makes me so happy. March 24th. And this is live. Yes, oh, I will, let me just finish this and show you guys some. But I love this page. This door is so adorable. So let me compare to, I think the other ones were in front. So this one's still drying, so you can see some of it, right? But it's still drying. That was the one I did the other night. Oops. I never visit this one. There we go. I won't bother you. Sorry. I'm go too fast. There it is. This one. So we got a few done. But I did that in lemon color. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a fun book. Okay, let me show you the Garden Gnomes book. Now I have two of my own because I had one reprinted. And there they are. Well, I'll show you both books because I've covered in both of them. So these ones, I also started doing the backgrounds and that bouquet. Like the blurred lights in the background, and I add little sparkles and stuff. Here's another guy. I really like the green and the orange together. I don't know if you tell. But these are some he's cute. I did not like his little mushroom cat there. Yes, so with these ones, I do the same thing. Marker for the base of the color, and then I shade and highlight with colored pencils and same with the beard and everything. So I do like, oh, see, I started this area and didn't finish. Maybe I'll finish it tomorrow. But look how cute this little beard is. It's so cute. Oh, and this one I used because I forgot to put my sheet underneath. And I didn't love this guy's purple black hair, but so cute. Okay, so this is my good copy. And before that one came in, I had this one, which had been printed up, and I think I uploaded the wrong um, resolution. So I didn't fix something right. So this one's a little blurrier. I have fixed it, so if you guys are wondering, you can get a good one. But that didn't stop me from coloring this one. But let me find where they are. Oh, now where are you? Oh, here's one. Here they are. This is my favorite one. It just arrived today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. It's so funny. And it's cute and they're strong. They're going to help you in the garden. They got little, like, man hands. But you can have fun with it too. Like, if you want to do something in the background like you did with the other ones, this time use pastels on that page where the pastels. Anyway, let's take a remember. There we go. So this background for me is done in pastels, and then I use an eraser to make these little word parts, and then I take a Q-tip with another color pastel and make little circles. So that's a fun way to add a background without spending too much time. Um, I'll see if I can find one. So I buy the rights. I buy the rights from other designers to create my books. So I buy the images from them. So I will see if I can find little girly ones. But yeah, you don't have to do a background, or you can get your coloring books. So guys, do whatever makes you happy. Look how cute this looks like. And it's fun to add like little shiny details and stuff to them. I think this is one. And all my books have a little intro QR codes for my social media. And, I want to show everybody what's in my book. So that's a fun way to kind of showcase everything. If you're going through a little, like my Amazon, and you click on the read sample, at least you can see 4 and then the 4 on the back. So you get to see 8 images without to do that crazy, or what is it, Amazon Plus or something. I get the advertisement of it. But they're so cute. So that's that one. While we're on the topic, I'll show you my fairy homes book. Really cute, really for Creative Fabrica. Africa, I think it's called. So I subscribe to them, and with that subscription, you download. Um, I work with the designers and buy the rights from them for the images, and then I create the books. I do the covers. I do the inside. I really love the grayscale books. You can have so much fun with them. Yeah, these were fun. But I will probably do another gnome tomorrow. And I'm trying to rotate my books, so I'm not doing the same thing every night. I go live or in all of my videos. So I'm trying to switch them up a little bit. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much, Stephanie and Leo, Shelly. I'm just trying to scroll through everybody. Oh, you guys, I'm just reading some of the other comments. Thank you so much. I love the wildlife book. Oh, I did the fox the other day. So maybe I'll do one of those as well. Had so much fun. I love that. I love this one. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tracy. You guys, thank you for getting me today. Thank you guys for watching on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on TikTok. You guys have been keeping me busy tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And